Good morning, boys and girls. It's Tuesday, and I'm back in the kitchen, and we're going to do some science. Before we do science, though, there's been some boys and girls who've been out there working really hard. And I just want to mention them real quick. I went on to the Pioneer Valley website where people are reading books, and I went on to the Zern website where people are doing math. And you guys continue to amaze me. Now I know not everybody gets on, and you can make that decision. But the children that have gone on, I want to just take a minute and mention them because they've been doing some good work. Now, Zern Books, Evan read 4 this week. He's up to 33 books. I don't think anyone else read. I checked up until Friday. So I'll check again at the end of the week and see how you're doing. I've heard they're great books. I've read a couple myself. And some of you have already read a lot. But this week, Evan's the reader. 4 books this week. Good job. Then, I'm sorry. It's Zern. He did 4 math lessons. Oh, math lessons. So anyway, good job, Evan. Keep up that math. That's how we keep remembering about it. Good job. Pioneer Valley, that's where the books are. And again, I have Sarah, who read her first 4 books. 4 books? Nice job, Sarah. You have read 4 so far. Christian also read 4 books. And before that, he had read 10. A group of 10 and 4 more. Are you saying it? It's a team number, a group of 10 and 4 more. That's right. Christian has read 14 books. Super job. And then we have Evan. This week he read 7 books. 7. So now he's up to 16. Now we've got some kids that have read more and we've got read less, but they just didn't read any last week that I could see. So no worries. If you want to get on there and read, I hope you do. It's a lot of fun. I don't know if you'll be able to use it all summer or not. So take advantage. We have 2 more weeks. Nice job. Today's science experiment only needs 4 things. When you do a science experiment, you always have to start with your materials list. You need a plate that's very flat in the middle, okay? I'm setting mine on top of a bowl, but that's just so that you can see it. So you need a flat plate, round, if you have it. You need some water. I'm using a measuring cup, but the amount doesn't matter. I wanted one with a spout and a handle because in this experiment, you have to pour it slowly. And are you ready for the last one? You might not have this at home, so you can enjoy me doing it, or if Mom and Dad go out, they just might be able to pick this up at the store. Are you ready? I bet you can all read it because you know how to read packaging. That's right, a package of M&Ms. I got a big one because it was cheaper than getting 2 little ones, and because I'm not going to eat them, but I have someone who lives in my house who just may. So, 3 things: a dish, water, M&Ms. Now, in my M&Ms, I'm going to take some and I'm going to put them in the middle of my dish. Now let's see if I can fix it so that you can see. There they are. Now, remember I said the plate is round, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to try, and you might want to use a smaller dish because this may take more M&Ms, or it might just take too long. We're trying this together for the first time. I watched some videos to see how it works, so I think it'll be good. Now I'm going all the way around the edge. And you might want to think about, oops, I'm going to switch some of these because I don't want to have 2 oranges together. You might want to make a pattern, but Miss Red's trying to go quick here and set it up for you. And if you want to, take your time, make a great color pattern. That would be awesome. Maybe you want to think about how many of each color you use. And maybe you do want to put 2 yellows, 2 blues, 2 browns together. All right, let's see. We're going to get this out. Some of you, you know what? I'm not going to use brown because what we're doing here is we're making an M&M rainbow. So I'm making the decision to not have brown in my rainbow, because that's not really a rainbow color. And some of you are probably already saying, Miss Red, it's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet. And you're right, but I'm just going to do this a quick way. Line them all up. In what shape? A circle. It's not a sphere, is it? Spheres are not flat. All right, I'm almost there. I'm being a little bit particular about not putting two colors together. And I don't want them all bumpy. I want a nice, smooth circle. All right, I think I've got it. Okay. There's my circle. Now, what you're supposed to do is you take your water and you slowly pour it in the center until it just comes up and touches them. You don't want the water to splash. See how I'm putting it in the center? It has not touched my, oh, now it's starting, but I want it to touch all of them. Oops, not yet. I hope it's even. That's my worry. Okay. And now, we're supposed to wait. Uh-oh. I think it's happening. Let me see if I move you closer, if that's better or worse. All right, I'm going to leave you right there because I can see this happening already. And you know me, I don't know how to make this go fast motion or slow motion or any of those kind of things. So this is what is really happening right now. Can you see it? I don't know. I don't know if it will keep going, if it will stop. So first we had our materials list. Then we had to follow the directions. Now what we're doing is called observing. When we did the ivory soap, you could touch it, you could smell it. With the M&Ms, we're only using our vision, our sight, to see what happens with these. And it does seem like that rainbow is getting pulled toward the center. And as a scientist, I'm coming up with some questions. Will it go all the way to the middle? That's one of my questions in my brain. Another question is, are the colors going to get all mixed up? How long will it take? That's so many questions. And then I'm thinking, did it stop? I don't think it stopped. I also have some questions that are worries. Like I might have a worry, what if my plate wasn't flat, flat, flat? And my other question is, what if I used a smaller plate? You keep watching, because maybe we'll try that. All right, we're going to let that one keep going. And I got a little plate. And you know what? I'm going to line up some M&Ms on this one in a smaller circle while we watch this one. Ooh, look at that. A scientist will make up an experiment like we did, and then the more they think about it, they might change the experiment, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm getting ready to see what would happen if I used a smaller dish, a smaller circle. That's what I'm getting ready for. You might design an experiment. I wonder what would happen if I did 2 blues, 2 reds, 2 whites, always 2 together. I wonder if the colors would look better. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this over. I won't, I'll try hard not to mess it up. And I'm going to bring this one in. It's a smaller plate. I think you can see it. If I pick this up, does that help? Not so there's my plate. I'm going to pour a little water in the middle. Oops, just enough so it touches them all. There we go. Oops. Okay. I don't want to pick it up because I noticed just when I moved this one, it got a little more swirly. So if I want to get closer, I think this time I will move the computer screen. I don't know what you can see. Hold on, it's starting. Let's go back to where it was. Maybe that will help. Yeah, I think you can see it. You'll be able to see it better when it's you that's doing it. But look at this. I'm kind of, wow. This one, the colors are really bright. I think that doing it with a smaller circle is actually prettier. I'll show you the big one afterwards because what's happened, here, I'll show you. What's happened here is, do you see how it got all swirly? Now that might have been a little bit because I moved it too. But look at this one. This one is coming like a straight-on rainbow. I'm not going to keep trying new things because I'm running out of time. But maybe your mom and dad will let you try some new things. I wonder if it would work with milk. I wonder if it would work with, if it would be different with water from the tap or bottled water. Or maybe if your family has some sparkling water. Have you seen what's happened here? This one's my favorite because you know what? It happened faster. This one here is a little bit messier. Way cool. So you know what? If the next thing you're wanting to do is get out your science notebook and write in it, write the materials that we used. It's called the M&M Experiment, the M&M Rainbow Experiment. And you know what? We started with one that everybody did, but then we changed one thing to make it different. And I've noticed that the one where the M&Ms are closer together, the colors are brighter. It's really cool. Somebody told me you could do it with Skittles too. Of course, maybe you want to eat your M&Ms and your Skittles. But which one do you think took more? Did we use more M&Ms for the big circle? Or more, oops, where is it? More M&Ms for the little circle. That's what science is about. So many questions. And scientists just keep asking more. More. They want to know everything. So if you think of something that I didn't think of, send it to me. I want to see those science notebooks. Bye, boys and girls. I hope you have a very colorful day. Maybe we'll end our day with the color song. Are you ready? Get your sign language out. Orange is an orange. Yellow is the sun. Oops, the sun. Brown is a bear. And purple is a plum. Red is an apple. Green is a tree. Black is my neighbor's cat. I can read, listen to me. Copper is a penny. Gray is grandma's hair. Pink is a pig. And white's a polar bear. Silver is a needle. Blue is the sea. Gold is a shiny ring. I can read, listen to me. Super job. Get those colors down. Tell me what you found out. Here's one last peek at our final experiment. Aren't they beautiful? Ha! I bet you could draw them. See you tomorrow for another fun experiment. Bye.